Hi, good morning. In this, I would like to share my thoughts on how to recruit people. I am myself a very bad recruiter. You know why? Because I trust people. Whatever they say, I simply take it for granted. As a result, I end up having very short interviews. For example, somebody says, "Sir, I have read your books." I say, "Which books?" The answer is HRD. Then I feel quite happy that they have read some of my HRD books. I don't probe. Sometimes when this was brought to my notice, then I asked the next question, which HRD books? HRD has so many of those. Then they fumble and they never are able to say. Is it Future of HRD? Is it HRD Missionary? Is it Designing HR Systems? Sometimes I've found people mention HRD Instruments. And I say, I have not written any book on HRD Instruments. It was written by Dr. Uday Parikh. Then the answer is, oh, in reality, I don't think these chaps would have read anything. They may have at best seen the book somewhere in the bookshelf of their library. But unfortunately, I trust the first statement, fall for it and recruit. Year after year, for last 30 to 40 years, my experience has been pretty bad, that people I recruit lack depth. And what impresses me is simply mentioning and taking some of our names. Friends, therefore, I think don't be a bad recruiter like me. If you want to be a good recruiter, you should probe, you should get into details. If necessary, even give a test. It's not a bad idea to give a simple test of how much the person knows in HRD. For example, when somebody told me that they have read performance appraisal book, and if I don't even ask the next question of which book and ask what do you know in appraisal, and the person says, I know KRAs, then you don't ask the next question, what do you mean by KRA? What is the difference between KRA and KPA? Now you will find the truth. And can you write a KRA? No, they won't. So I think it is high time that we change our recruitment methods. I think it's not that you don't trust people, you should trust people, but people have to trust themselves. Most interviews are simply, I think, meant to impress the interviewer. So people are there only to get the job, not because they really want themselves to be discovered. I've had very bad experiences even in the recent past of recruiting people who didn't even know the basics of HRD, but they got their postgraduate degree from their institutions. What is the alternative? I would strongly recommend give some subject matter tests and don't take them just like that. Attitudes, of course, can't be easily tested by tests. Attitudes will be known only when a person joins. I have discovered that most of the attitudes get to be known in the first month itself. Whether the person is a mobile freak rather than a insight freak, book freak, or a person is even interested in learning or only interested in doing a whole lot of things. I strongly believe that BI as a technique is a good method. And hats off to McClelland who created this. I think BehaviourEvent Interview, where we get into three high points, three low points, and what exactly have you done. Spend about half an hour, 40 minutes. I think you are likely to get to know the person very well. So my recommendation is, I think, be a good recruiter, because by being a bad recruiter, you're doing a lot of damage to the person whom you have recruited and also to the organization, because there are a lot of adjustment problems. It's difficult to ask the person that you are in a wrong place, find another job, and there is a lot of psychological turmoil and so on. So it's important that we do recruitment well and screen people properly in the earlier stages itself. I hope this is of some use to you. Thank you very much.